Time for the morning rush. The jury in the murder trial of accused cop killer Davon Lymon is preparing to hear from more witnesses today. Court is expected to resume at 9 o'clock this morning. The jury already has a lot to consider, though. Key witness Savannah Garcia testified yesterday that she admitted to being with Lymon the night Officer Daniel Webster was shot. However, she says she can't remember much from that night. Kristen.
Mostly to partly sunny skies over the state today. Not likely to see showers until tonight, and that's going to be up in southern Colorado. Continuing that through the day on Wednesday. Rain and high mountain snow expected north of I-40. Just light accumulations expected in the mountains. David?
New right now, the Boeing and the FAA say more time is needed to fix the grounded 737 MAX airliner. This comes as former Boeing engineer is being subpoenaed as part of a criminal investigation into the certification of the Boeing 737 MAX plane. Boeing is making software changes to the flight control system on the jet. The system is believed to have played a role in 2 deadly crashes. New at 6, the agency that reviews complaints against APD is preparing for some changes. The Albuquerque City Council voting in favor of amending the ordinance. It requires the Civilian Police Oversight Agency to go before the City Council each year and ask for the funding that it needs. According to the Journal, the agency can also only now subpoena records and witnesses. We're following breaking overnight news. A manhunt is underway this morning for the suspect accused of shooting rapper Nipsey Hussle. LAPD identifying 29-year-old Eric Holder as the suspect accused in the Sunday shooting outside of a clothing store in Los Angeles. Now, this comes after a stampede injuring several people at Hussle's memorial.
We're looking ahead for you on this Tuesday morning. We're waiting to hear from the medical investigator when they'll release a full report on the death investigation into a Guatemalan boy who died in Border Patrol custody. Authorities now say Felipe Gomez had the flu and a bacterial infection, causing multiple organ failure while being detained in El Paso. Representative Ben Ray Lujan is preparing to hit the campaign trail in his run for Senate. Lujan is running for Senator Tom Udall's Senate seat. Our political analyst says Lujan could see some competition, but fundraising could give him an edge. In the meantime, State Representative Joseph Sanchez says he's running for Lujan's congressional seat. On to news happening today. The governor is scheduled to sign bills protecting law enforcement. One of the bills being signed will provide compensation to first responders who are diagnosed with a mental health condition while being on the job. The other will fund the support of better communication technology for law enforcement.
The Santa Fe School Board is scheduled to meet today. On their agenda, vaccinations. Now, board member Stephen Carrillo tells the New Mexican that he wants to pursue new guidelines allowing the district to publish online the percentage of students at each school getting a vaccination exemption. Parents can apply for exemptions for either medical or religious reasons. A second woman is coming forward now alleging that Joe Biden touched her inappropriately. The former congressional aide says that in 2009, the former vice president touched her face and rubbed his nose against hers. In a statement, Biden's spokesman blamed, quote, right-wing trolls for mischaracterizing his affectionate behavior.
Prepare for prices of avocados to jump as President Trump threatens to shut down the U.S.-Mexico border. The shutdown would make imported goods from Mexico more expensive and could result in those items disappearing from shelves a lot quicker. The impact would not take long because nearly 40% of fruits and vegetables are imported from Mexico. Not clear when the president will make his final decision.
Happening today, a bill to help those with autism is set to be signed by Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham. House Bill 322 will put in place a new section to the Public Assistance Act requiring medical assistance coverage for those under the autism spectrum. This is without putting an age or dollar limit on that help. We will be there and let you know what happens. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index down to a 1. We've got some cold temperatures to start in the 30s, but no problems this afternoon with winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. High temperatures in the 60s underneath that partly sunny sky. David?
A group of Albuquerque volunteers, they are making a difference for kids in and out of the classroom. Most of the volunteers at Oasis Albuquerque are retired, and they're now spending their new free time to read to students. Right now, around 350 volunteers are working in 65 elementary schools. This is across Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Bernalillo school districts.
The town of Madrid will soon offer guided tours to highlight the town's movie history. The town is working to revamp its museum and guided tours to focus more on the town's movie history. It's a popular spot for filming. Last week, Drew Barrymore had a drink at the Mine Shaft Tavern after filming. The tours will cost $5. On to news, new at 6. Officials in an area known for great filming landscapes hope the governor will sign a bill to open up a new film studio. A capital outlay bill does include $1 million for the studio near the Navajo Nation. The area is also known for films like The Transformers.
Well, some new water restrictions just went into effect, so you might want to use caution when watering your plants this morning. Now, according to the Albuquerque's annual watering restrictions, you're not supposed to use water or use sprinklers between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m., or you could face some fines. Restrictions are in effect through the end of October.
We're looking ahead for you on this Tuesday morning. Construction set to begin in 2020 on a disputed community center near Tramway and Central. Plans were approved for a $5.5 million center at Singing Arrow Park. The center sparked controversy with neighbors saying they didn't want a new building, just their old center revamped. Kristen.
Time now for a check on your Tuesday morning commute. At this point, no major crashes, just that slowdown I-40 westbound near the Big I because of construction. At this point, we look pretty good as far as the flow goes, but we will keep an eye on this through the day today.
Well, the Isotopes Thursday season opener will come with some new food options. The Topes introduced a half-dozen new items. They include the Elite Dog, Southwest Waffle Nachos, and the Comfort Burger. Now, the most unique item is the Tumbleweed Burger that is served with ghost pepper cheese, red chili cotton candy, and it's all on top of a green chili bun. I would definitely go for that one, would you?
Cotton candy?
Yeah, I don't know about the cotton candy part,
that.
but spicy stuff like that, I love it.
Yeah, I'll go for the fries or something more generic. I'm not that adventurous.
We are taking you back to 1982, where we did have some property damage due to some strong winds, 50 to 60 mile per hour winds at that in Hobbs and Lovington. That was out in Lee County. That was on this day 37 years ago. We take you now to the 5 facts.
At number 5 this morning, the official Zozobra Art Contest is now open. The Kiwanis Club of Santa Fe announced that it's seeking an artist to design the work. Judges are looking for art with a 1970s theme to it to represent the Decades Project. That's a 10-year countdown to Old Man Gloom's 100th birthday. We posted information on how you can submit your artwork. That's at alwayson.krqe.com. The deadline for submissions is May 10th.
Number 4 now, according to the Albuquerque's annual watering restrictions, you are not supposed to water or use your sprinklers between 11 o'clock in the morning and 7 p.m. or you could be fined. The restrictions just went into effect. They will run through the end of October. If you want more details on this, go to our website. That's alwayson.krqe.com.
At number 3, warmer today as Albuquerque climbs into the upper 60s. We will see an increase in cloud cover over the state. Overnight tonight and into tomorrow, showers over southern Colorado. Those spread out over northwest and north central New Mexico as far as tomorrow afternoon goes. But Albuquerque and those to the south and east of us, we're stuck with the winds out of this system. Slightly cooler Wednesday afternoon, back to the 70s and sunshine by Thursday.
On to number 2 now, with Congressman Ben Ray Lujan announcing a run for U.S. Senator Tom Udall's spot in the Senate. Many are now vying for Lujan's spot in the House. State Representative Joseph Sanchez has already declared that he will run for Lujan's congressional seat. Our political analyst Gabe Sanchez says Lujan could see some tough competition. However, his fundraising could give him an edge in this race. Sanchez also says Secretary of State Maggie Toulouse-Oliver and Mick Rich could be competition in the Senate race to be continued.
And at number 1 this morning, court will resume at 9 this morning for the trial for accused cop killer Davon Lymon. Prosecutors will continue calling up more of their witnesses today. This follows a powerful day of witness testimony yesterday. Paul Johnson says he was getting a soda at a nearby Giant gas station when he heard gunshots. Now, his testimony comes after prosecutors finished questioning key witness, that is Savannah Garcia, who admitted to being with Lymon the night that Officer Daniel Webster was shot and killed.